Everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for a review. The Secret, it translates to Lamb of God. These guys are an Italian band, and if you're going to make an accurate guess as to what kind of music is on this LP, I would go with the album cover, not maybe so much the title. These guys are on Southern Lord Records. This is their second full-length LP on the label, I believe, and they are one of many bands that around 2010 the label started supporting who were taking a much more heavy, sludgy, and metallic approach to hardcore punk. But The Secret separates themselves from bands on that label and other groups going down the same road like Nails and Black Breath, All Pigs Must Die, by presenting a pretty occult image as well as putting elements of noise in their music, and most importantly, black metal. Because there's definitely no question as to where the band is coming from influence-wise as soon as the opening track hits, as soon as the track Geometric Power hits, just the guitar tone, the speed at which the guitars are being strummed, the mournful chords, the way they resolve. The sound is very black metal, and it's just pumped up with this immensely loud, distorted, overbearing production style. And I think ultimately that's where this LP really impresses. Even though the heaviness and the speed and just the very consistently extreme vocals kind of drown out a lot of details. I myself was slightly jaw-dropped at the sheer swiftness and intensity and ferocity that the band plays the track Daily Lies with, which is just a 55-second song. That ferocity, that aggression really is an asset on this LP that makes these songs just a truly blackened gauntlet of hardcore tunage. Nothing but fire, blood raining from the skies, corpses. While I wouldn't say it's the most listener-punishing album on the planet, it certainly is trying to be the king of that hill for 2012. And it certainly comes close to that, if not, you know, totally does that with the blast beat, speed, headbanging riffs, and vocals that sound like you're kind of getting a branding iron shoved into your eardrums. However, despite the volume, speed, aggression, all that good stuff that you know I love and have brought up as just very positive points with this LP and LPs and other reviews, compiled with the fact that I am such a sucker for black metal chords, I can't really say that I was impressed with what The Secret brought on this LP in terms of songwriting. Certainly, more listens reveal that there are real differences between these tracks. The track Heretic Temple is maybe the slowest and longest song on this entire LP. The band really hits riffs and chords and lets them ring out in sort of a doom metal type fashion, trying to create an atmosphere, but it's not really something that actually ends up happening. Everything about the way this band sounds is just too overbearing to sound kind of atmospheric, and really the song just feels like a slowed down version of what every tune before it has kind of been doing. The chords in this track and many other songs are pretty generic, as well as the guitar intervals. This album does not have much of a melodic personality. The Secret is way more appealing on the following track, which is blisteringly fast. Yeah, the aggression there, the speed is there, but the riffs that the band uses on this song to kind of segue from one very high-powered moment to another feel just very deja vu, as do the extremely DB influenced drums and the very kind of undynamic vocals. Take the track Obscure Dogma, for instance, which has a very slow, just heavy, sludgy introduction. You'd think that with almost every song flying by at the speed of light, black and light, the band would use any slower spots to make a serious melodic impact to really make something stick in the listener's head. But right here, it doesn't happen. There's no good or unique or interesting melody, and the riffs feel pretty generic as well. A lot of the tracks on this album, just the album in general, to me feels a lot like the closing track. It hits hard, it hits fast, it has that hardcore and black metal element, it feels very exciting, but it ends up kind of being like a hot bath that slowly grows colder and colder, because elements like progression and melody just do not really make it into the recipe. Certainly this album reaches an almost awe-inspiring level of abrasiveness, but I guess I was just looking for more. For sure, this band, when it comes to music, it's much more of a physical exercise than a mental exercise. It's just got kind of a certain appeal to it. And for sure, I mean, I would put money on it that these guys would freaking can slay live if playing in person is even half as intense as listening to this album is, you know, just on some headphones. Overall, I'm kind of feeling a light to decent 5 on this LP. What did you think about it if you've given it a listen? Did you love it? Hate it? Why? And what should I review next? Anthony Fantano, The Secret, Forever.